Merry after Christmas, everyone, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. I am Steven, aka Storm, and we are back for more of the Mighty Battle Lizard as Reewish here in the Elder Scrolls Online Orsinium DLC as we prepare for next year and the coming of the Gates of Oblivion. I'm just saying, it's glad to be back on this fine Sunday morning in December. We're almost done with 2020, and I'm looking forward to getting some work done. So we're going to get right into things, working on In the Name of the Queen, or the King, sorry. How are you doing today, Joe? I know you said you were having a headache earlier. Nice. I've been working on playing through my main character and just going through all the different quests and stuff I've never done on my main character and getting stuff cleaned up. So. Alright, I need to go to the Way Shrine. That will make things easier if I just port by Way Shrine. Woohoo! That was a mistake. Alright, we're gonna start here. It's so nice to be able to swim so quickly again. No, 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 don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. Well, I've already bungled this up. I really wish I had more stamina. I've been thinking about switching over to a tri-stat food while I'm streaming, because while Witchmother's Potent Brew does make me stronger, it's really not necessary. I'm plenty strong as is, but oh well.
Ah, outsider. I confess I had my doubts, but my forge wife tells me you were as good as your word. Thank you for helping restore order to the Greystone Quarry.
King Krog requests your presence at the Great Moot. Will you attend?
Oh, very well. You performed a vital service for my clan. The least I can do is go and listen to whatever fancy words Kurog wants to shout at us this time. I'll see you in Orsinium, outsider.
See you in Orsinium. Excuse me. Oh, I've actually done quite a bit of the progress in this zone already. I hadn't realized how much of the work had actually gotten done. And then after this, it's off to Morrowind. Woo, Morrowind. Or Vardenfell, to be imprecise. Well, we gotta do the prologue quest first. Hey, welcome to the stream.
Kurog's outsider. I'm not sure what you did exactly, but you somehow restored peace to my family, and thereby helped me. Sure, why not? I'll go to this moot and listen to what Kurog has to say. It's the least I can do after you helped us with our family problem. Perhaps I'll see you in Orsinium, outsider.
Very well. And remember, Kurog is married to the daughter of that chief, so I mean that he's the king is his son-in-law, and he's pretty unwilling to help him.
My best friend. Then I killed his daughter. The woman I was once supposed to marry. When it rains, it pours. But right now, it feels like it's pouring out in Echater's back half.
King Kurog wants the chief of Sheltal to attend a moot. Do I have your support?
You? Of course you have my support. You've done much for Shatu, and stood by me when my friend was dying. When it's time, I'll hear him out. You have my word.
I forgot we helped him come to power instead of the daughter. Because like I said, on my first playthrough, I actually helped the daughter rise to power instead of him. I don't remember if there was a particular reason for it. I think it was just because I was playing a female character and the idea of a female chief intrigued me. We return to Orsinium. Hey, welcome to the stream. Oh, I'm supposed to meet him at his corner club. Whoops. Oh, the numbers just keep fluctuating.
vital body parts intact. My shield wives owe me. I told them not to bet against me. But enough of that. Were you successful? Are the clan chiefs going to attend the moot?
The clan chiefs have agreed to attend the moot.
Perfect! You've done me a great service, my friend. The moot will be remembered as the turning point for Rothkar. The day when all the clans united under the rule of a strong and visionary king. A new golden age for the Orsimer begins here.
What happens now?
Now? Why, we prepare for the moot, of course. It will be packed. Clan chiefs from the farthest reaches of Rothkar will come together to finally accept my vision for the future. This is how a kingdom is born. Too bad Bosrog is going to miss it.
Chief Balrog's not attending the moot.
Don't worry about Bosrog. He hasn't been seen since the attack on the temple. He's probably gone so deep into hiding or run so far away that we'll never see that traitor again.
You don't seem very concerned about Chief Barzog.
Why should I be? You're concerned enough for both of us. But come on, you're worse than my shield wives. Have a drink. Have the whole damn keg if you want. And take this for services rendered. Now, all we have to do is sit back and wait.
Not much. The only thing you missed out was we ran around getting all the clan chiefs to agree to attend the moot, so we really haven't done a whole lot yet. You're just in time for the actual action. Complete quest. Alright, and if I remember correctly, I have to go outside to start the next quest. Yep, there it is.
I've been looking all over the city for you.
What's up, Evilly?
I had the hardest time finding you. Looked all over the city, even got lost once or twice. I did find an adorable sweet shop though. They had these wonderful tiny cakes that were absolutely delicious. Who knew all cakes could taste so good?
Are you allowed to eat cake? Because isn't cake made from flour, which is a plant? I don't think you're allowed to eat cake, Evilly. Did you need something specific?
Right to business, huh? Not even a pie. Good to see you. Fine, fine. Anyway, High Priestess Solgra needs our help. She wants us to work together on this. When you have a moment, you need to go see her.
Any idea what the High Priestess wants to do?
It's a rescue mission, but she said she wants to give you the details personally. After all, you did save her life. I can see it now. Oh, my savior. Let's retire to my private so I can share the intimate details with you.
Whatever, Evilly. I'll go talk to High Priestess Solgra now.
Seriously, Solgra wants to keep this quiet. Said the situation was sensitive. She especially doesn't want the king to know. When I suggested asking the king for help, she insisted that that would only get more people killed. Just so you know.
King Korog doesn't know about this?
No, doesn't have a clue. That's what makes it so exciting. This is an honest-to-goodness secret mission. I always wanted to go on a secret mission. Besides, once you talk to Solgra, you'll understand. She explains things much better than I do.
How'd you get involved with High Priestess Solgra?
Have you seen my bow skills? I'm sure Solgra noticed and said to herself, "That's a fine young lass. She can put a shaft through an apple balanced on the back of a moving Wamasu. I shall recruit her." Either that, or she was desperate for some help.
Probably the latter
I'll
one,
meet up
Evilly,
with
I'll
you
be
later.
honest.
Go see Solgra, but don't take too long. I never should have left Oregon.
Why does she remind me of Harley Quinn? Maybe because she's a bit scatterbrained. And maybe the pigtails is helping it out too. Because they're both blondes with pigtails, aren't they? Whoops. Well, that wasn't what I intended, but I got to where I needed to go, so. Shut up, demonic chicken. Yeah, so that's probably why she reminds you of Harley Quinn. They're both scatterbrained and they both have blonde hair with pigtails. So. High Priestess, I've come at your behest.
Thank you for responding so quickly to my summons, especially considering everything you've been doing to support the king. Did Everly tell you that I have a delicate situation? I could really use your help again.
Everly said something about a secret mission.
She can be rather exuberant, but I suppose the term is accurate. I debated with myself before deciding to ask the two of you for assistance. But in the end, there isn't anyone else I would trust with this matter.
Tell me what the problem is, High Priestess Sulgra.
A shield wife from one of the clans sent me an urgent plea for help. It appears that the clan's chief has been taken captive by a fanatical group of... how do I put this? They're members of a religious sect devoted to Trinimac.
Trinimac, isn't that who you worship here?
Yes, but it's not the same. The Voshrak are Trinimac extremists who bend the sacred teachings to their own purposes. They've been gathering power and influence at an alarming rate. If they kill the captain chief in Trinimac's name,
You'll be branded as bad as Volsh-Rock.
it will give the Orc traditionalists one more arrow to put in their quiver, and they won't use it only against us. King Korag and the Forge Mother have supported us. This will cripple their cause and turn everyone against Trinimac and his followers.
What do you need me to do?
Go to Farin's stronghold and meet Everly. Stop the Voshrak and rescue the chief before it's too late. I just ask for your discretion in this matter. If the king finds out, he'll send an army, which will only result in more death and destruction.
I'll go to Foreign Stronghold and meet Everly.
2 things before you go. First, avoid bloodshed on your way into the stronghold. The captives won't be immediately harmed if the Voshrak feels secure. Second, I'm not sure which chief was taken. The message I received was purposefully vague.
Can you tell me anything more about the Voshrak?
Not much. They're rather secretive, keep to themselves. They apparently wear masks whenever they gather, and I've heard rumors. They've been linked to trouble in the West. This sect is rather new, from what I've been given to understand.
How new is this group?
Well, they weren't here when I arrived in Orsinium. I wasn't aware of them, at any rate. Of course, we were dealing with the Winterborn at the time, so anything else was considered a lesser threat. Still, their increasing boldness worries me.
Why do you say the Voshrak are extremist?
Our temple guides people to Trinimac and presents his teachings so they can decide for themselves. The Voshrak, on the other hand, shove Trinimac's blade down their throats and tell them to swallow it or die. Such violence is not Trinimac's way.
Why should the Voshrak take a chief hostage? Or why would the Voshrak take a chief hostage?
You can say what these extremists have in mind. I'm not privy to their ultimate goal. I would speculate that eliminating a chief who reveres Malakath will send a distinct message about the Voshrak. I suppose it depends on what chief they hold.
Why do you want to avoid bloodshed?
As with the attack on the temple, we don't want to give the captors a reason to act in haste. The longer they remain unaware of your presence, the better chance you'll have to locate and free the chief. Besides, they could have other hostages.
Will they kill the chief if they notice me?
I don't think so. At least not immediately. They're keeping the chief alive for a reason. I think they want to make a spectacle. But the Voshrak haven't always acted in a predictable manner. Of course, other prisoners they hold would be forfeit.
So we're going to have to do our best to hide. And again, I wish I had made invisibility potions. This is going to be incredibly difficult. At least with my last character I did this on, it wasn't too bad. I had, can't you make them now? I'd have to switch characters, which would end the stream. This character doesn't have the alchemy ability to make invisibility potions. I'd have to switch characters, which would end the stream, and then make the potions, come back, restart the stream, and that's just too much time. There's a reason I don't start the stream until after I'm logged into a character. Okay, I need to get to the Way Shrine. That'll be the fastest way to get there. See, I wish that they'd let you just grab a disguise. Like, there's a lot. Most other infiltration missions let you grab a disguise, which lets you slip through unnoticed, and you just have to avoid people with torches. Well, that's not the case in Orsinium for some reason. You can't just disguise yourself to get to bypass the enemies. The problem is the enemies are super perceptive as well. Like, sneaking in ESO is almost completely pointless because the enemies are so perceptive, it's really hard to sneak up on them. Like, it's different in Skyrim where you can, you know, sneak shoot somebody, but that doesn't really work in Elder Scrolls Online, so. Burb. Burb. That's right, Burb, you better fly. Alright, and for simplicity's sakes, I'm not going to do the Stronghold quest at the same time that I'm doing the main quest here. Oh, this is good. I'm gonna die. Nope, nope, I survived. I'll come back and do the Stronghold quest after I am no longer restricted by the undetection rules. Alright, what's the best way to approach? Okay, let's go into... Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to keep my potions handy because I'm running out of stamina very quickly. Alright, she shot arrows to give me a trail to follow. Oh, there's a patroller there. Those two idiots are watching right inside there. That idiot's not looking, that idiot is, and that's a problem. Maybe I can sneak around. He's not looking up, he's looking down. Nope. Rat.
There can be no dissent!
You made it! Excellent!
I'm gonna have to let them kill me. There we go.
You found me! I knew you could do it. Did you like the trail I left for you? It was easy. Hide, release an arrow, move forward, repeat. And I was able to stay hidden the whole way.
Sounds like you got this hero thing figured out now.
Well, mostly. I did almost get caught that last time. Scared the leaves off my tree, if you catch my meaning. I dove down here to hide and wait for you to arrive. Worked a lot better in my head, truth be told.
Did you learn anything about what's going on here?
I found out that the stronghold contains a large prison of some sort, but I have no idea where they hid the thing. Nothing around here looks like a prison to me. Oh, I did hear something else while I was sorting my arrows and waiting for you.
What'd you hear?
A couple of Vosh rocks were arguing. One of them stormed off toward the overlook. He sounded pretty upset with the cult. We might be able to get the prison's location out of him. Or, you know, he could alert the entire stronghold to our presence.
Any other ideas about how we can locate this prison?
The cultists talk a lot. We might be able to eavesdrop on them and hear something useful. Or we can search the buildings and hope for the best. Either way, let's split up. We can meet back up after one of us finds something. If you discover anything useful, meet me behind the Great Hall. And try not to raise any alarms. The longer we can keep the Vosh Rock from discovering our presence, the less likely they are to start slaughtering any prisoners.
Any thoughts about the Vosh Rock?
Now that you mention it, the Vosh Rock seem pretty well equipped for a deranged cult. I've seen armies that didn't have some of the equipment they're using. You think one of the alliances might be funding these extremists?
If my side is behind this, I'm not aware of it.
Your side? Huh. As much as I crave adventure, I never grew accustomed to the taste of war. My clan refused to get involved. Besides, I never wanted to bow down to a high elf queen. What can I say? I come from stubborn stock.
Yep, I'm an Ebonheart Pact soldier, so I'm not a Dominion soldier. This is technically enemy territory, so, or Covenant, so. Alright, yeah, splitting up time one dies. Alright, so do we can eavesdrop on a conversation, or we can talk to the angry cultist. I'm going to let you guys decide which one we try. The options are eavesdrop on a conversation or talk to the angry cultist. Talking? Okay, so we're going to talk to the angry cultist. Oh dear. See, these guys don't have any clear movement patterns, which is one of the things I hate about ESO. Sneaking, you're supposed to have, you know, recognizable patterns so you can slip between them unnoticed. But I swear in ESO they did not properly set up the sneaking algorithms. See what I mean? Even though there was no way that guy could have noticed me, he saw me right as I fell. There's no way that guy could have seen me. Cultist appears lost in thought. Push the cultist off the edge. I just want to ask you a few questions.
What the? Who are... Hold on. I'm not like the rest of these cultists. They forced me into this. Said they were going to kill me unless I converted to their cause. You've got to believe me.
I heard you had a disagreement with the other cultists. Want to tell me about it?
Listen, I'm not like them. Look at me! Do I look like an orc to you? I was a prisoner. They forced me. Join or die, they said. Oh gods, why is this happening? I don't want to die.
Tell me how to find this prison.
The prison? That's what we were arguing about. I said it isn't as secure as they think. Oh, sure, the main gate is impenetrable, but there are other ways to get in. They don't care. Who'd be dumb enough to jump into a prison, they
Jump
said?
into. Where is this prison?
It's below us. The prison is underground. The well leads directly to it, but it's pretty deep. I wouldn't recommend just jumping. Oh, gods. Please, don't kill me. I told you what I know. Let me go.
Okay.
Please.
Choice time. Do we risk him raising the alarm and letting him go? Because he's already proved that he's weak-willed enough to join them instead of dying. He might sell us out to save his own skin, or push him. We got one for sparing. We'll see if what the other person wants. Yeah, okay. Alright, now I don't know what this is going to do. I'll be honest to you, the last time I did this, I pushed him. I didn't want to risk getting caught, so I shoved him off of here. So, we'll see what happens together. Get out of here, but you better not raise the alarm.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to get out of here the first chance I get. And don't worry, I won't say a word about you.
Yeah, by this point, I was pretty sick of cultists, because I had dealt with cultists in the main game, dealt with cultists here, dealt with cultists in Somerset, dealt with cultists everywhere pretty much, and I was like, you know what, no, death to all cultists, and I shoved him off the side. Okay, take a moment to let my stamina recover. Yo, if anyone's going to give us away, it's you, demonic chicken. Why don't you attack them and draw their attention? They won't kill the prisoners over a wild chicken attacking them. Meanwhile, Lucky pops her head out of the D&D verse. Did someone say chicken? Bark. Sneak, sneak, sneaky time, sneaking up and down the way. Walk! And then the song from How I Met Your Mother starts playing. Murder, climb aboard the murder train. It's supposed to be a way to go this way. Wait, do I have to go slip down and then go up? I think I have to slip down and then go up. Because I believe she shot some arrows down to show me how to get up. Come on, let me up. Yeah, here we go. Nope, that's not right. How do I get there? I really didn't want to risk getting seen. It is true, it is longer than my... Yeah, my tail is enormously big, yeah. The tail of an Argonian is a point of pride. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. Okay. He's looking in the wrong direction. I hope I'm going the right way. I'm not messing this up. Oh dear, he's right on the other side of this pillar. That's right. That's right. Walk away. Walk away. Now creep, creep, creep. Oh good, somebody's making a distraction. Well, better them than me. Oh dear. Oh, Evely, I'm going to make you eat your bow, I swear. I'm fairly certain that breaks the green pact, but you know what? I'm naming the chicken Hey Hey. Hey. Oh god, that's boat snack.
Gathered some interesting information, but nothing that helps us at this exact moment.
The prison is underground.
Underground? Like in a dungeon or something? I hope you don't expect me to grab a shovel and start digging. I don't do that sort of thing.
There's a well that leads to the prison. We just need to climb down.
Then this must be our lucky day. Not only have we avoided detection, but have found this rope in the barracks while I was looking around. It should be long enough to reach the bottom of the well.
Good idea, let's go.
Follow me. I'll secure the rope and drop it into the well. Just be careful down there. Who knows what kind of monstrosities live at the bottom of an orc well?
That's
the well is this
that's
way.
racist. Now that you've said that, its name is Horrible Hen apparently, but she is a pretty one, isn't she? She is. Now its name is actually Hey Hey. Wait. Where'd she go? She'd run off. Yes, she ran off to the whale. Orc punishment can be harsh. Their jails aren't known for comfortable cells or gentle treatment of the incarcerated. Even among orcs, Fern Prison has an evil reputation. Send them to the cell, put them in the cell. Would that be the bad room or the good room? The newly refurbished chamber that was once bad.
Remarkably convenient, too. I'm surprised nobody tried that before. You're not a prisoner. I know everyone they tossed down here, and you're definitely not with the Vashra. All right, I give up. Who are you?
I'm here to rescue the orc chief. Who are you?
Me? I'm no one. Just a humble engineer who built and maintained this prison. Before they tossed me into it, that is. I've been able to avoid the dangerous prisoners, at least so far. Lucky I literally know this place like the back of my hand.
You built this prison?
Well, I designed it, but most of the heavy lifting was done by the orcs of Clan Farin. The chief hired me, despite my obvious non-orcishness. He appreciated my expertise and sardonic sense of humor. But it was those Vashra who imprisoned me.
Why would the Voshrock imprison you?
Well, not just me. They threw a lot of the clan members down here. And then the bastards, they opened the cages. Let the actual prisoners loose. It was some kind of sick game to them. But I never heard an alarm. You must be stealthy as a shadow.
I was trying to get people out of here. Can you help me?
Well, this elixir might come in handy. There's a chamber you might come across. Fills with gas if the cell gates open accidentally. A fail-safe measure, you see. Drink this potion and the gas won't bother you. I always carry a vial, just in case. It tastes like barf, but works like magic. Oh, there's also a spike room. Amazing defense mechanism. Unless you're in the chamber when it activates. Remember that it resets if you don't turn the 3 valves fast enough.
Is there any way around the spike room?
No, not if you want to make it through the prison. But there's a 4th valve hidden around the wall near the exit gate. Close that valve before the others, and the trap won't reset. Consider this a reward for not getting me killed.
Yeah, if you alert them, he dies, and you don't get the potion or the trick to the spikes. Not that I've ever had to worry about that. I've never once actually alerted them, so. No, you did. Wow, they have a lot of prisoners down here. It's like it was like the worst game of Pokemon ever. Instead of catching all the monsters, it's catch all the criminals and throw them in the cells. Gotta catch them all.
Is that the best you can do? My hearth mother hits harder than that, and she's dead. You again. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you liked me.
Hey, Barzog. That's where you've been hiding.
So Kulon's pit shows up again. Are you here to make sure
Catch them all.
prisoner? Mercy sent you to cut my throat. Come on, what are you waiting for? Just kill me and get it over with. Or don't you have the guts for that kind of work?
You're the chief who got captured?
Kuron sent you to kill the captured chief, but he didn't tell you it was me. How typical. Well, the damn cultists couldn't kill me, the prison escapees couldn't kill me, and neither can you.
He's always angry. High Priestess Solgra sent me, not Korog.
The Trinimac priestess. She's just like the idiots who attacked my stronghold and threw me down here. They released my prisoners and made a game out of letting them torture us. But the joke's on them. I'm still alive.
Why would I rescue you after what... Why should I rescue what you did at the Orsinium Temple?
What are you talking about? After I left Orsinium, I returned here just in time to watch the Voshrock overwhelm my stronghold. I've been a prisoner in my own dungeon ever since. Definitely didn't have time to do anything at the temple.
The fanatics kept shouting your name as they attacked.
That's nice. I have adoring admirers, but I had nothing to do with them or the temple. Now do you want to chat or do you want to get out of here? My arms hurt, so climbing up the well is right out. We need to find another exit.
Sounds like you got a suggestion.
I do indeed. But the prison defenses are still active. That's going to make getting out of here a bit tricky. Lucky for you, I'm here.
Alright, let's go find the exit.
First, we need to get through the Chamber of Scorn. Keep the most dangerous prisoner. Chamber's protected by poison gas. If we run into trouble, you'll have to deal with it, what with my injured arm and all.
Oh yeah, so once more, the excuses for why you guys are useless.
Gates? Forgot about them. Blasted engineers always making upgrades.
So just so you know, if we don't do this exactly right, we're both going to die. No pressure or anything, but I wanted you to know what we're dealing with here.
She's hiding up at the top of the well. She didn't want to come down into an underground dungeon. Why did she? She's a wood elf. She's... Why do we need to... Or what do we need to do?
I need to turn the manual override switches in the correct order to open the gate to the next chamber. But this is the Chamber of Scorn. It was designed to hold our most dangerous inmates, so it won't be that simple.
It never is. What else is going to happen?
As soon as I start the process, poison will begin filling the room, and those cell doors are going to swing open. I'll try to be quick, but with an injured arm, I can only work so fast. Just keep the prisoners away from me and stay out of the gas.
An engineer gave me an electro drink so that it would help with the poison.
You met Freelon. I knew they couldn't kill that damned Breton. The man is a genius. Glad you took his advice. That potion might save your life. You still need to keep the prisoners off my arse so I can open the gate, though.
I'm ready when you are.
Once I turn this lever, there's no stopping, so get ready. Turning the first lever. Now!
Oh, it's an ogre. 2 ogres. You had ogres held captive?
One down. I'll get the next one. Just keep those prisoners away from me.
Where's the next wave coming from? Oh great, trolls.
Good job, but things are about to get more complicated.
How does it get more complicated than trolls, Barzog? Is that a Winterborn warlord?
One more lever to go.
At least I know where he's coming from. And that's a vampire. Yeah, that's Chief Barzog. He's the chief of this stronghold. He was taken captive in his own home and thrown into his own dungeon.
All right, that's done. Let's keep moving.
Like, this is his dungeon, and he was thrown into it.
Welcome to the Spike Room. I'd brag about the craftsmanship if we weren't trapped down here. See those valves on the wall? I need you to turn all 3 of them. Just watch out for the spikes.
I just need to turn the 3 valves.
Well, not exactly. Those expensive engineers I hired built in override timers on the locks. If you don't close the valves fast enough, the trap resets. We built it to hamper escape attempts, remember? It's not supposed to be easy.
Turn the valves quickly. Anything else?
Just watch out for those spikes. They're reinforced metal sharpened to razor points. They might be coated with poison. Depends on when the last maintenance tasks were performed. Get skewered by a couple of those spikes and it's so long, Hawker.
Your engineer mentioned a 4th valve that disables the reset mechanism.
Clever bastard. That must be the valve near the exit gate. If I'd known, I would have had it removed. Circumvention measures can lead to a breakdown of the entire prison system. But as long as it's there, we might as well take advantage of it.
I've never seen Orange is the New Black. Is it any good? Where's the fourth veil? Let's see, it's over there. Here goes.
Just a little farther and we'll be out of here.
Greetings and salutations, things for choosing doom. I mean, explicit can be okay, it just depends on the source material. Like, if there's an actually good story that goes along with it, I don't mind it as much. Yeah, don't watch for children, yeah, I figured. Luckily, I live alone. It's just me. So, I don't really have to worry about that at this point in time, so. We got him out of there. Oh, I got a text message. I bet it's probably from you. Nope, it's from Walgreens saying that I have a prescription ready. Well, it's Sunday. I can't pick up the prescription anyways, Walgreens. The pharmacy is closed on Sundays.
Finally, it's good to breathe free air again. Just give me a moment to compose myself. I refuse to leave one prison just to enter another. If you plan to take me to Kurog, forget about it. I'd rather die here with my clan than have to see Kurog's gloating face again.
I'm not taking you to Korog.
Damn right you're not. Make a move and I'll cut you. Just a flick of my wrist and your guts will decorate the floor. Now tell me why Solgra sent you. What kind of game is Kurog playing this time?
Your arm.
My arm is fine, but I couldn't get out of the prison on my own, so killing you down there wasn't an option. Oh, I'll ask again. Why are you here? Why did Solgra send you to help me?
She didn't want the Volsrock to kill you in Trinamac's name.
Now I understand. Kurog wants to save face. Can't have a rival chief die at the hands of
There she is.
the same god as our so-called king. Now I see what Kurog's priorities lie.
Isn't he trying to unite your people? You could help him.
Me help Kurog. Where was our so-called king when my clan was at the mercy of the Voshrak? Where was he when my people were dying or being forced to join this cult against their will?
Is that why you attacked the temple?
How many times do I have to tell you? I had nothing to do with that. You want to know the truth? Find Usha. I sent her away during the attack. She's camped outside Farum. She'll tell you everything you need to know.
Chief Vazrog, lower your weapon, please. I don't want to loose this arrow, but I will if you don't stand down.
Damn it, Wood Elf, fine! But you might as well put that arrow in my heart, because I won't let you turn me over to Kurog.
That was nice timing, Evely.
So now what? I've never taken an Orc Chief prisoner before.
I'm not sure. He refuses to go see Korog.
I guess we could take him to High Priestess Solgra. She did send us to save him, after all. I'm sure I can sneak him into the city, as long as he cooperates and doesn't do anything stupid or anything.
You escort Chief Barzog to High Priest Selgra and I'll meet you there.
All right then, we've got a plan. And it's a perfectly good plan. Really. Other than me trying to sneak the chief into a city where Kurog has eyes and ears everywhere. What was I thinking? And how are we going to convince the chief to come with me?
The chief suggests I talk to someone. I'll do that and you'll keep him out of Korog's hands.
Orsinium and get into Solgra. Easy as bore knuckles pie. Why do I have a feeling this trip back is going to get complicated?
You'll do fine.
You can put the bow down, Elf. I'll go with you as long as you promise not to turn me over to Kura.
Sorry, no. I'm keeping the bow. But I promise not to take you to Kurog.
Just watch where you're pointing that thing.
I mean, you can't fault her on being stupid. She is definitely not stupid. Murder! Ow. Huh. Yeah, I heard some horror stories about it, that when I was taking sociology, because one of the things we did was penology, and we had to study about different types of the penalty system, especially jail system, and we had to read a lot of accounts of people's time in prison, and some of them were horror stories. Ha, no sneaking for me this time, boy. Alright, let's go find that quest. There it is. And we'll do the quest real quick. We'll get that knocked out. And then we will continue with the main quest. Woohoo!
Vision fades. And yet, I see you clearly through the fog at life's end. Malakath? Is that you? No, I see. I see. Malakath sent you to me, didn't he? That means his words will not be lost.
What's going on here?
The Vosh Rock. They attacked our stronghold, crying for our blood in the name of Trinimac. They came for the sacred words, the hidden sanctuary, but they made a mistake. They misinterpreted the blood rite that opens the way.
What do you need me to do?
Malakath has sent you to see the sacred words to safety. Find the other archivists. Gather a drop of blood from each to open the way. You can start with mine. And know that the Agra Krun will guide you.
I'll gather the blood and preserve the sacred words. Thwart the plans of the Vosh Rock at Voran's stronghold. Blood in the sacred words. Yeah. No, if you actually time this right, like if you have someone who's doing, if you have some people who aren't doing the quest yet come through here, they can clear out the camp for you, and then you can just walk through the camp without having to worry about the enemies. I didn't have a way of arranging that, unfortunately, to get someone to come in and clear out the camp. I couldn't do it myself, because by the time I got back here, the enemies would have reset themselves, so... So when I'm not doing that quest, I actually kill as many of these enemies as possible, just in case there's somebody sneaking through the camp. They can just, they don't have to worry about the enemies that are in my way. Oh, did you hear that Papa John's is finally getting stuffed crust pizza after all these years? They'll be the third restaurant that I know of, or pizza place that I know of, that has stuffed crust pizza. Because Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, and then Papa John's is going to be the third one that I know of. So I'm surprised it took them this long to get stuffed crust pizza.
Truly. Outsider, you honor Malakath with your actions. I serve the Furious One as well. And as his instrument of vengeance, I swear that the death of the Archivists will not go unanswered. You, however, have a different purpose in all this, I think.
And who are you exactly?
The faithful of Malakath require protectors, especially in these
That's
difficult
fair.
and violent times. I am one of Malakath's mortal agents, one of the Agrakran. You would say the blood shield in the common tongue. You have the Archivist's blood, yes?
I have the blood, but I'm not quite certain what to do with it.
There was little time to prepare you, and still less now. Malakath's vengeance cannot be delayed. But I can give you this book. It describes the path you must walk. You were not intended for this path, but you must walk it all the same.
Where do I start?
The Stronghold Keep. A shrine to Malakath waits inside. Though it hides in our prince's true place of power. The blood holds the key, though your will and your faith must reveal the way.
And this book will help me?
Initiates used it to gain admittance to the old order, as did those who sought refuge in the halls of Malakath's true servants. It will guide you. Like the Furious One, it won't lead you by the hand. You'll have to work to succeed. Now go.
Wait, tell me more about the Agrakron.
The blood shields? To most we are shadows, but for a precious few, we are a beacon of light. Retrieve the sacred words before the Vosh Rock destroy them. The Furious One has charged. I have my own task. Later, we can talk more if you like.
Very well, I'm off. Kick down the door. I'm back. Murder, climb aboard the murder train. Open the way to the sanctuary, offering blood. The Furious One, the Keeper of the Bloody Curse, the Defender of the Betrayed. These are just a few names, a few of the great Malakath's many titles, known to his faithful, known to the children of the sworn oath. Listen, initiate. Hear, O faithful one. The path that you must walk is never easy, but if traversed in the correct and devout manner, it will lead you into the author of the code's embrace. The shrine in Foreign Keep hides the path to the sanctuary. Only a gift of life's most precious liquid, freely given by the holy curators, will reveal the way. In the prayer rooms, those who refuse to follow Malakath's light will forever walk in darkness, but never find the Hall of Faith. In the Hall of Faith, trust that Malakath will catch you, no matter how far you must fall. Finally, in the Sanctuary of Sacred Words, only a sacrifice will call forth the teachings of the Furious One. Let us walk the path of Malakath. Alright, so the trick to this room is you're looking for a door with a lit candle. So this is the correct door. And again, door with a lit candle. And again, door with a lit candle. Once more, door with a lit candle. And now we jump right into a pool of what looks like blood.
So an initiate has come. As before, and a strike true. Your quest will come to nothing if you falter here. Malakath demands sacrifice, even of his most devout children.
I'm sorry.
You have proven yourself capable of doing whatever Malakath asks of you. Good. Only the worthy may carry the sacred words. You have done well, outsider. Not only were you able to find this sanctuary, you proved yourself worthy enough to take up the sacred words. You should be honored to be so favored by Malakath.
Why did the Keeper have to die?
The choice was yours. Though Malakath always demands a sacrifice, a display of loyalty and commitment. But rest assured, the Keeper knew her role and she relished the taste of it.
And what about your task?
The Archivists have been avenged, and Malakath's fury sated. For now. The remaining Vashrak will soon notice their shrinking numbers and depart Varro. Until then, I will remain to guard the sanctuary, while you get the sacred words to safety.
Where should I take the scroll?
The Agrokron is all around, hidden in plain sight. In Orsinium, for example, waits one of the most powerful of our order. Take the scroll to Chroma, but protect it safe until you reach her. The Trinimac cult wants the truth destroyed at any cost.
Orsinium's a big place. Where'd I find Chroma?
Go to the residential district and find the house where the light of Malakath shines. Follow the light. It will guide you to Chroma. Give the scroll that contains the sacred words to her, and only to her. Now go. May Malakath protect you.
Now how do I get out of here? Oh, right, this way. Alright, we are done with that area. Let's go do this next part of the main quest. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to use up most of the stream today doing that, but I'm pleasantly surprised that I didn't have to. There's one other major challenge in this DLC, but it's pretty much downhill after that. Pocket mammoth. Oh, it's so cute. I just want to snuggle it. It's a little elephant, little tiny elephant. Everything you love about an elephant in a small tiny package. Ah, pachyderms. Yeah. No, pachyderms are one of the few mammals that you don't boop in the snoot because it boops you with its snoot.
Someone's coming way, Usha!
Let them through. They're friends.
Are the other two right behind me, or? No? Okay.
It's good to see you again, though we seem destined to always meet during troubled times. First, the frozen peasants, and now this difficulty with the Vashrak. I try to remain optimistic, but sometimes I just want to scream.
Barzog sent me to talk to you.
My husband lives. Truly, the man is favored by Malakath. I suppose I need to thank Solgra for sending help when I requested it. But where is he? Is the chief well?
Barzog's fine, but I need to know how he was captured.
After the chief met with Kurog, we immediately set out for Farah. He was angry, but he refused to talk about it. We arrived to find our stronghold overrun by those Trinimac fanatics. The Vashrak fell upon us before we knew what was happening.
So Barzog didn't say where he's attacking Hempwood or Orsinium?
What? Of course not. Chief Bosrog would never put innocents in danger, not even if Kurog insulted his honor. Tell me who these imposters were so that I can deal with them in accordance with the curse and the code.
We're still trying to figure out who's behind all of this.
Very well. But my chief is innocent. We must clear his name. I'll contact my sources and investigate from my end if you promise to do the same. Now where is Chief Bosrog?
Chief Barzog is safe. You have my word on that.
Then I trust he will stay that way, or you will answer to me. Take this as a token of thanks for assisting the chief, and for your willingness to find the truth of the dark matters that plague Rothgar. I'll contact you in Orsinium when I have news.
Alright, time to return to Orsinium. Yeah, we've only got 4 quests left in this DLC, and one of them is just the wrap-up quest. So we effectively only have 3 actual quests left to do in the DLC's main quest line. So we're definitely going to finish this. If not, probably not this week. We've only got an hour and 14 minutes left in this stream. But definitely next week we should get finished with the main quest, and then we'll just work on finishing up whatever's left in the zone. And then I could see us moving on to Morrowind in the next 2 weeks or so. Yeah, we still got plenty of time before the announcement of the next main zone DLC, and we won't get this prologue quest probably until March. And the dungeon pack won't be out for a while either. Shield Wife.
King Kurog requests the honor of your presence, outsider. My beloved awaits your arrival at the keep, so do not linger. His dark mood is bad enough without you disappointing him as well.
Do you know what the king wants?
Of course I know what the king wants. He wants to see you immediately. Do you have any other pointless questions you'd like me to answer for you?
Have I offended you in some way?
Outsider, my apologies. The king's mood has set everyone on edge. You could literally cut the tension in the court with a knife. And I fear it will get worse before it gets better. Go, talk to the king. Perhaps you can raise his low spirits.
I'll talk to King Korog.
Go! Have you no sense of urgency? My beloved's mood has already grown dark. Don't add to his anger as well, outsider.
Why is the king so angry?
Why? Why does the sun rise and fall each day? Why do the spring rains eventually free us from winter's icy grip? The king is angry, and like any force of nature, he refuses to be denied.
But something must have inspired the king's bad mood.
Well, yes. Of course something did. Go and speak to the king, outsider. I prefer you hear the news from his mouth instead of from mine.
Alright. Let's go turn in the scroll first, though, before we do that. The king can wait just a little bit. Chroma.
I do not know you, yet you approach with great purpose. State your intentions and let Malakath judge your worth.
Isaiah said to give this to you, the secret words of Malakath.
Yes, I heard about the trouble at Farin's stronghold. Thank Malakath that you were able to secure the holy text. The Agra Krun will make sure it remains safe. The Vosh Rock lost today's battle thanks to you.
Oh, there was another quest down here. I've never done this one before.
Whispered of your strength. Those who remain true to the Daedric Prince of Vengeance must band together in these difficult times. Yet they who share our faith are outnumbered against us.
What do you mean?
Winterborn raiders. Before King Kurog bottled them in Frostbreak, one group splintered from their mob. They seek the Vengeful Eye, a relic granted by the Daedric Prince himself.
Where is this relic?
The splintered mob was last spotted in catacombs, untouched since the siege of Old Orsinium. When I learned this, Malakath's rage quickened in my heart. Clearly a sign. The relic is there. It must not touch Winterborn flesh.
I'll search for this relic.
Scholars uncovered the catacombs at what they call Honor's Rest. Once inside, seek the Vengeful Eye. Return it swiftly when you find it.
What can you tell me about the Vengeful Eye?
The stories say it was given to Malakath's champions as a sign of his favor. Only the strongest wore it, and passed it to whomever could slay the bearer.
Why is it important?
It is not. All that matters is what the Vengeful Eye represents. Malakath demands strength, despises weakness. The relic is a symbol for his followers, a holy mandate. This is why the Winterborn must never recover it.
Why not? What do they want? Why do they want it?
A great warrior from the Reach was said to wear it last. It's why the Winterborn scrape and paw in the catacombs. They claim Malakath demanded their ancestors' service, that they have honored the Prince of Vengeance ever since.
Do the Winterborn have equal claims to the Vengeful Eye?
We are Malakath's children. He tempers us in Nirn's forge, beating us against the anvil of Hrothgar. He bears no love for the Winterborn. Malakath whispers to them so they may inflict themselves upon us, so we may prove ourselves the stronger metal.
Can you tell me more about the relic itself?
The stories say it was given to Malakath's champions as a sign of his favor. Only the strongest wore it, and passed it to whomever could slay the bearer.
Okay. I will not get to that right away, but that is something that we definitely will get to eventually. Where is the castle?
I heard the battle in the Fevered Muse was touch and go. Glad you won the day.
Scrap Keep. There's King Korog waiting for me. He must have gotten impatient up on the throne.
Brought in an entire herd this morning.
Good job.
We should have enough for the feast then, depending on how hungry the king is. Your hunt daughter. She told my Oscar she could marry whoever she wanted. Tradition be damned. Isn't that what the king wants? Toss out the old and in with the new? Can you imagine the chaos? Sometimes I don't know what the king is thinking.
Most of these are his wives, aren't they?
Have you ever looked at these statues? I mean, really looked at them. methods of ours, likely crafted by people who didn't know a thing about their subject matter. And for what purpose, do you think?
To honor and remember them?
And who decides who we honor and remember? The victors, of course, for they get to write the history. But there are two sides to every story. No one remembers the losers. They fought for what they believed in and failed, and so they are forgotten.
What are you getting at?
To the vanquished, this isn't a statue of a hero. It's a tribute to a tyrant. Many see me in the same way, a tyrant, forcing my ideas upon the people. They say I'm wrong, that I'll destroy the Orsimer. They seek to turn everyone against me.
Has someone turned against you?
I get reports. Things my advisors think I need to know. One report claims that the Wood Elf is keeping company with Bosrog. When two of my scouts confronted her, she killed them both. I'm concerned that Bosrog has turned Evely against us.
Darn it, Evely, you got caught. You think Evely Sharp Arrow was a traitor?
Evely aids my enemy. The Wood Elf has chosen the wrong side. I worry that you might follow her example. But I have a moot to prepare for, and I've said what I had to say. When you see Evely, I expect you to do the right thing.
Find Evely Sharp Arrow. Emily, do you always have to freak out and kill everybody in the room?
Are you? Yes, I'm sure you are. I have a message for you. I thought that was you when I saw you enter the key. You were in there so long, though, I was beginning to think you'd never come back out. It's scary, isn't it? Malakoff this and Trinimac that, and all the talk about traitors in the court.
You said you had a message.
Right. A little wood elf gave it to me. Described you to a turn and asked me to deliver this letter. Not sure why she was hiding under that hood. Why she spoke with a funny accent. I haven't met that many wood elves, so...
Did this wood elf say anything else?
As a matter of fact, although it didn't make a lick of sense to me, she said the letter itself wasn't important. She said that what really matters is the beginning of every thought. Maybe you'll understand it, because I certainly don't.
I'm interested to know what she described me as. A pink lizard with a hood on? That's more than likely. Like, I'm not hard to find. It's in quest items, isn't it? We love you, little Entrelay. We love you very much. Are you happy with your lot in life, with all the packs and such? At a glance, you seem so calm, so collected. The cheese you provide is delicious and very much respected. Inn and tavern, keep in castle, oh little Entrelay. Hidden away from king and country, life can be unfair. Room for another loaded pack upon your woolly back. Secret knowledge will you share with what we all lack? Words can't convey how much we love you, little Entrelay. Orcs know it's more than that, mammoth or hare. Don't worry, we won't embrace you any further. Smell the love of our last hug for all your nurture. Well, I'm fairly certain I...
You know, come to think of it, maybe the message is in some kind of code. Hey, maybe someone in the Mages Guild can help you decipher that.
Yep,
I mean,
that's exactly...
need any help.
That's exactly it. Do you know anyone who can decipher codes?
Well, maybe. There's actually a hidden message, and it's not just some weird poem. I have a friend, sort of. Name's Kalina. She just arrived in the Mages Guild, and she's the smartest person I know. She could help you. Probably.
Yep. Yeah, no, Joe's got it absolutely correct. That is the correct answer. I'm surprised you were able to catch that. I was reading it so quickly. Oh, that's fair.
Damn moot. First the king invites outsiders, and now this? It's no wonder we don't have any rooms left to rent. Plenty to eat and drink downstairs, though, so feel free to go and bother the bartender.
I'm looking for my friends, a wood elf and a couple of orcs.
A wood elf and 2 orcs? Sounds like the beginning of a bad limerick. Sorry. We don't see that many of the little elves around here, so I really can't help you.
I understand. Orcs don't smell, or so I've heard.
My apologies. I couldn't reveal anything until you said the proper words. Take the stairs down into the storage area. Look for an opening in the wall. It leads to our most private set of rooms.
Yeah. Okay, was that some kind of celebration there, Reewish? Also, I have gotten lost down here so many times.
Can't just walk into the Voshrock base? That's suicide.
We have to find out what the Vashrak have planned. If we wait for them to strike, it will be too late.
Whatever they're planning, it's going to happen soon. They just about told me as much when they threw me into my own prison.
Maybe we should have left you in there. For all we know, you deserve to be in prison.
Listen to me, Elf. I didn't attack anyone. I left Orsinium and they ambushed me.
I sent you to rescue the Chief Everlee. I wouldn't have done that if I believed he was guilty.
You lied to us, High Priestess. You knew who you were sending us to rescue the entire time. This feels like one giant trap, and we walked right into it.
Ah, you found us. I'm sorry that Everlee is upset, but I did what had to be done. Please, let's talk. I know you have questions, and you're probably just as angry with me as Everlee. But please, hear me out, I beg you. There are deadly plots unfolding, and we're all in terrible danger.
You knew we were rescuing Balrog? You lied to us.
I withheld certain details, yes, but I had good reasons. If cultists killed Basrag in Trinamac's name, it would have started a civil war. And if Kurog found out you were trying to rescue Basrag, you would never have been allowed to leave the city.
I don't understand. You said Balrog was behind the attack on the temple.
Basrag's shield wife approached me after the Vashrak attacked Farin's stronghold. She knew the king would do nothing for those who didn't accept his rule. Chief Basrag was ambushed at the same time the temple was being attacked.
And what does that prove?
Someone wanted to blame Basrag for the Malakath fanatics, while also removing the chief from the battlefield. It was a brilliant plan. Fortunately, you were able to foil it. And now, thanks to Basrag, we know what the Vashrak are planning next.
What are the Vashrak planning to do next?
The Vashrak want to make a statement, something big. Basrag thinks it involves the Moot, where all the chiefs will be gathered. We need more information. Someone needs to enter the old Trinamac temple to the west and learn more about their plans.
And that someone is me?
I'll send scouts ahead, but you'll need to get inside and do whatever it takes to uncover the exact nature of their plan. Lives are at stake, remember that. Now please, talk to Everlee. We need her. You have to convince her to help us.
Alright, I'll try.
You two have your orders. Scout the temple exterior. The others will join you shortly.
Finally! Something to do that doesn't involve a message.
The Vashrak practically bragged about their plan as they tossed me in that cell. They said it was going to be big and bold and really show the world what Trinamac is all about. They didn't tell me any details, but I think it involves the Moot.
Alright. Everlee.
I hate this situation. I really do. Being a hero, that's supposed to be pure and honest. Good is good and evil is evil, you know what I mean? But nothing here is clear cut. I can't tell the good guys from the bad.
If it was easy, everyone would be a hero.
I'm not even sure whose side I'm on anymore. When Basrog and I sneaked to the city, 2 guards got lucky and happened to be in the right place at the right time. They attacked. I I just reacted and let my arrows fly.
Anyone have any problem with me going with you defended yourself in your charge, or should I go with the second option? I'm fairly certain I should probably go with the first option. Yeah, that's what I thought. You defended yourself in your charge.
But I killed 2 guards who were just doing their job. They probably have loved ones, pets. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
You have to do what's right for you, but I could certainly use your help.
I knew you were going to say that. Still, I'm not sure I can get past Solgra's lies. She tricked us into helping Chief Buzzrod, and I'm still not sure about his role in all this. All right, you can count on me, but I'm doing this for you, not them.
Aw, that's a good junior companion. Come to Paragon's remembrance. I need someone I can trust with us.
I can do that. Besides, it'll be nice to get out of the city. Try to forget about the price on my head for a while. All right, let's do this. But be careful out there, will you? I can't afford to lose the only person I really trust.
That's my little junior companion. Okay, so we're heading to Paragon's Remembrance next. Alright, let's go. Actually, Naryu would make a good companion too. There's a lot of people that would make a good candidate to fill the vacancies in the 5 companions. Well, I'm not sold that Admiral Tharn is dead. Like, until it's confirmed, I'm not going to believe that the old man is dead. Alright, so that is Search for the Vengeful Eye. So that was Honor's Rest. That is outside the region. That's where we're going. I will be right back. I'm going to run to the restroom real fast. Well, that loaded faster than I thought it was going to. I thought I would have a moment before it loaded in. Oh well. And also, yes, I agree with what you're saying there, Joe. Ooh, Sky Shard. Wait, no, that's not a Sky Shard. No, it's just a Welkin Stone. Darn it. That was a total fake out. I actually have most of the Sky Shards in the region. I just need 6 more to finish out the set. Alright, let me get this Way Shrine, and then I'll swing over, and that is... Oh, that's Kinnereth. What's Kinnereth doing here? I'm fairly certain... Didn't we already help Kinnereth in another spot here? Hold on, sorry, guys. I'm going to be a second. I need to see what Kinnereth is doing here. Or Kirith is doing here. And because where Kirith is, so is her brother Ramos. There we go, Grudge Rock Falls. Oh, and that gives me War Call Pathfinder. Master Seeker, too. Okay, so I didn't get Pathfinder, but I got the Master Seeker. Okay. Kirith, what are you doing here?
Did anyone... Oh, my head. Hey! Where's my brother? Have you seen Raynor anywhere around here?
I haven't seen Raynor.
Oh, that's just great. I'd fall unconscious for a moment or two and Raynor runs off into the wilderness without me. It was that dwarven power core you got for us in Zithganthars. Raynor had to go and tinker again. That's always how the trouble starts.
What did Raynor make this time?
He decided to rebuild one of those dwarven sphere things. And of course he had to make alterations. Nothing's ever good enough as it is for my brother. The sphere went berserk and knocked me out. And now Raynor's missing. This is bad. Really bad.
I'll find your brother, Raynor.
They could be anywhere. Raynor probably went after the dwarven sphere to keep it from causing more damage. Oh, I know. I think there's a way you can follow the sphere too. Find his latest Tinker project and you'll find Raynor, guaranteed.
What do you have in mind?
Take this. Raynor has a technical name for it, but I call it a lightning prod. My brother uses it to control dwarven constructs, but it can also be used to track a construct's energy discharge.
How do I use the lightning prod?
Look for a place where the sphere expended a lot of energy, like by that burning wreckage over there. Then just take out the lightning prod, and you should get an indication of where the sphere went next. Go ahead and give it a try over there.
What are you going to do?
I'll gather up Raynor's tinkering tools and follow you. Once I catch up, we can help Raynor disable that rolling monstrosity. But don't wait for me. Raynor needs you. Now get going.
Okay. There it is. Wow, that thing just went completely berserk. Raynor, there you are.
This isn't good. The sphere's core is deteriorating at an alarming rate. If I don't reach it soon... oh, hello there. Nothing to see here. Feel free to move along. We can catch up later, say, back in Orsinium, over drinks.
It's alright, Raynor. Kirith sent me to find you.
Kirith? Then the sphere didn't hurt her too badly? Thank the three for that. Wait a minute. Is that the modified energy detection and absorption rod? It is! That's just what we need to repair the sphere.
Your sister called it a lightning prod.
I think Kirith refuses to employ the correct terminology just to annoy me.
What is the fact that it's super long?
I suppose that's what sisters do. No matter though, she always comes through in the end. Now that we have the rod, we can repair the sphere and set things right.
Repair it. Kira says that we need to disable the dwarven spear.
Disable my latest creation? After I went to all this trouble? Why in the world would we do that? It will be a simple enough matter to use the rod to absorb the power core's excess energy. Then the sphere should settle down and behave. Theoretically.
Theoretically?
When it comes to Dwemer technology, everything is theoretical. But I am an expert on the subject, so my theories are better than most. The faulty power core drove the sphere crazy with excess energy. Once we drain that energy, it will be fine.
So you want me to find the sphere and use the rod to drain the excess energy?
Exactly. Use the rod to detect the sphere's energy discharge and expose an afterimage. You can follow that directly to the sphere. When you find the sphere, use the rod to drain the excess energy. But don't attack the sphere. That would be bad.
What do you mean, bad?
Bad, as in really bad. Simply unleashing all that energy would rearrange the local landscape in a very explosive fashion.
What are you going to do with while I'm tracking the sphere?
If I know my sister, she's right behind you with my tinkering tools. I'm going to need them to repair the sphere. You go ahead. Once Kirith arrives, we'll follow. Just be careful. There's no telling what the sphere will do in its current condition.
More reason to shut the dang thing down. So you're not supposed to stick things on the road. The road's supposed to be a safe area. Look at that, roadside brutes. Also, my witch mother's potent brew has worn off. Hey, stop trying to interrupt me.
We followed after you as fast as we could. What happened to the sphere? And what's with all these fires? Was anyone hurt? Oh, Mother Morrowind, what have we done?
The sphere ransacked the camp, but no one was seriously hurt.
Well, thank the three for that. Raynor still has an insane notion that he can repair the crazed construct. But after seeing this, I'm even more determined to make sure the sphere is destroyed.
The sphere ran off after I used the prod.
At least it didn't attack you. You need to use the prod again and find it before it does any more damage to the countryside.
What are you going to do while I chase after the sphere?
Raynor and I will make sure these hunters are all right. It's the least we can do. Then we'll follow after you. Once the sphere is destroyed, I'll feel a lot better. Until then, it's like there's a knot in my chest and someone is pulling it tight.
I'm sure that one more use of the rod will drain the sphere and rectify its frenzied behavior. Then I'll be able to safely repair it. I'm certain everything will work out fine. Well, mostly certain. Anyway, go find that sphere.
Your sphere attacked this camp.
Nonsense. I'm sure it was nothing more than a misunderstanding. And none of the orcs looked like they were seriously injured. I'm certain the sphere never meant to hurt them. It was just curious.
Most of the orcs are unconscious and their camp is on fire.
You have an annoying habit of focusing on the negative aspects of a situation. Do you know that? Look, the sphere didn't kill anyone. I think it came here to help.
The sphere was trying to help?
It was just following its nature. When I rebuilt it, I altered it to be my assistant. The perfect helper, as it were. I think it rolled into the camp to help the hunters do, well, whatever it is hunters do. Don't you understand? This is terrific news.
How is this good news?
Am I speaking too fast? Let me explain this another way. The sphere is doing exactly what I designed it to do. It's working perfectly. Or rather, it would be if I could drain off the excess energy. I think one more use of the rod should do it.
I don't know. This is why I like to leave decisions in this stuff to you guys, so that way things get a little more interesting. At least in this stream. You know, when I'm playing this by myself, of course, I have to make all the shots, so... Or call all the shots. Oh, hey, merchant. Reekers. Alright, so we're going to talk to both Kirith and then Raynor, then you guys are going to have to make a decision on who we're going to help here.
Look at this little guy. He's not a metal monster, no matter what Kirith may think. He was just drunk on the excess energy the damaged power core was giving off. I'll have him fixed up in no time.
Do you still want to repair the sphere?
Of course! Why would I want to do anything else? With a few minor adjustments, this little sphere will be as good as new.
I don't think Kirith agrees with you on this one.
My sister. I suppose she wants to destroy the poor thing. Hit it. That's her solution to every problem. But important research can be dangerous. Real scholars understand and accept that.
If we were to fix the sphere, how do we go about it?
Just give me the lightning prod and I'll take care of it. I can alter the frequency of the rod to calibrate the sphere's energy dampeners to better regulate the amount of energy flowing through it. Simple as making a kwama egg omelet. Really.
I should discuss it with Kirith before I make a decision.
That stupid sphere rolled right up to my stupid brother like nothing happened. It's like it thinks it's his damn pet or something. A dangerous, demented pet made out of metal and gears, but a pet all the same.
Do you still think the sphere should be destroyed?
Of course I think it needs to be destroyed. Don't you? This time my brother tinkered around with something that was extremely dangerous. We're just lucky nobody was seriously injured by that thing.
I don't think Raynor agrees with you on this one.
My brother rarely agrees with me about anything. Why should this time be any different? But the point of the matter is that we need to destroy that construct. If you talk to him, I'm sure you can get him to see the logic in that.
If you were to destroy the sphere, how would we go about it?
Just give me the lightning prod and I'll take care of it. If I drain off its remaining energy, the gears will fuse and the construct will become permanently inert. Then it'll be nothing more than a large metal doorstop.
Alright, so we got two decisions. Which side of the sibling spat are we going to side with? Are we going to side with Kirith Vanos or with her brother Raynor Vanos? If we side with Vanos, we will help him fix the sphere and hopefully it doesn't go berserk and attack people again. Or if we help Kirith, we'll destroy the sphere and it will never hurt anybody again. Alright, so we'll give you a minute to see if you guys want to make a decision on that. If not, we'll roll for it and do it whichever random one we get. So. No, well, it destroyed property and set some things on fire, but it did not actually kill anyone. Injuries and knocking out was the worst that actually happened to people, but it did destroy their tents and burn their wagons and property, so. Okay, so I got one for repair. We'll give it another minute, and we'll give it until 58. If no one else responds, we will repair the sphere. Okay, no, we got an agreement. Okay, so we will fix the sphere.
Look at this little guy. Of course! My sister. I suppose she wants to destroy the poor thing.
Well,
just give me the lightning prod and I'll take care of it. I can alter the frequency of the rod to recalibrate the sphere's energy.
Technically not. Once this quest ends, there is no option to go back and do it again later.
Where are you going? Come back, little construct.
Raynor. Yeah. Well, it just ran off with Raynor again, so...
My brother fixed the homicidal construct. You should have just given a sharp axe to an angry orc. We'd all be a lot safer.
Should we go after your brother in the construct?
No, don't worry about it. This kind of thing happens to us all the time. I'll take care of it. If you hear a loud boom in the distance, it was probably us. But thanks anyway. I'm sure we couldn't have gotten to this point without you.
If you hear a loud boom in the distance, it's probably us. That does not actually make me feel better, Kirith. Believe it or not. All right.
The entrance has to be somewhere in those hills. I've got good news, disappointing news, and downright awful news. The good, Basrog's instructions were easy to follow. The disappointing, I have no idea how to find the entrance, and there's no way to get inside without being attacked once we do.
So what's the downright awful news?
I lost a bet with Talvia, and now I owe him a traditional Valenwood dinner. You know, the kind wood elves like to eat. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes what kind of meat he's eating. It'll be priceless.
No, 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 Evely, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 1,000 times no. Bad Evely. You sound like your old self again.
Yeah, I guess I just needed to get out of the city. I was seriously depressed when I wound up on the King's Most Wanted list. Thanks for pushing me. Infiltrating a cult is certainly better than hiding in a hole someplace.
So how do we get inside?
Well, with all the runners we spotted, we know we're in the right place. We just need to find a way to get inside without being noticed. We might be able to do something with those higher-ranking cultists in the fancy masks.
A disguise is a good idea. Seen any of those cultists recently?
Well, a few of the masked cultists passed this way a little while ago. Then we heard a large commotion over there to the west. I can't be sure, mind you, but I think those Voshrock might have... Well, they could have walked into an...
Just tell me what happened.
Talvia thinks... Well, he thinks that the group might have walked into an Achartair mating ritual. The sounds from the west, the screams. Ifrit's bow, the noise was horrible. Then it got real quiet. I don't think it went well for the cultists.
I'll go see if I can find something we can use.
Just don't get too close to those Achartairs. I hear they become extremely violent when anything interrupts their frolicking. We'll look around on our own and meet you inside. Good luck.
Yeah. Are you the Argonian from the trailer? You might be the Argonian from the trailer.
Everlee thinks that our best chance of getting into the ruins undetected is to disguise ourselves as high-ranking members of the Vash Rock, and I concur. If you check out the group that went west, we'll search in the other direction.
Were you able to learn anything about the Vash Rock?
The Vash Rock are up to something, that's for sure. They've been gathering in the ruins ever since we got here. We did notice something unusual. The high-ranking cultists appear to be much better dressed than their subordinates.
Is that significant?
Not necessarily. It might just mean that the leaders have more funds and better taste. Still, between the robes and the masks, acquiring a few of their uniforms could definitely help us sneak inside.
Goodbye.
I'll help Talia and Emily acquire a disguise, but I'm not good at pretending to be something I'm not. I hope that doesn't cause a problem or anything.
Yeah. Joe, are you familiar with what a traditional Valenwood dinner is and why I freaked out there? Okay, are you familiar with the meat mandate of the Green Pact? Okay, so the Green Pact has two parts to it. The first part of the Green Pact is the law that you cannot eat any plants. You cannot use any products made from plants. You may only consume or use products made from the flesh of other creatures. Period. The second part of the Green Pact is a law that says if you slay an enemy, you must consume their corpse within 3 days of you slaying said enemy. So a traditional Valenwood dinner is literally eating the bodies of your enemies. Yeah. And she's going to be serving that high elf humanoid flesh.
I don't know whether to stay here or go find help. They hurt my Shalda. I don't know what I'll do.
What happened here?
Shaldagon and I were on our way to Orsinium, accompanying other artisans answering the king's call. We were attacked by some sort of cult. The Vash Rock, they called themselves. I managed to escape. My Shalda's still somewhere in those ruins.
Cultist, what are they after?
I don't know. They weren't exactly explaining themselves as they went along. Their leader called himself Glothan the Recruiter. He said we'd all be true believers in no time. I'm afraid he's going to hurt Shalda and the others. So helpless.
I can try to find your friends.
Thank you so much for helping me. With your help, I just know that Shalda and I will be back together in no time.
Can you tell me anything else about your attackers?
There were a lot of them, and they were strong, stronger than we were at any rate. Glothan was the worst. He kept saying that fire and ice would lead us to Trinamac's truth, whatever that is. Will you find Shalda and the others? Please!
Tell me about Shalda and the others.
Shalda and I packed up our pottery shop in Shornhelm to make a new start in Orsinium. If I lose her, I don't know what I'll do. The others, just travelers we met along the way. A cook, a couple of mages. I hate to think of them coming to harm.
Wait here, I'll search the ruins and see what's going on.
I appreciate your help. Shalda and I aren't very religious, but what these cultists are doing is wrong. Oh, and I noticed an opening in the back of the ruins. That might be the best way to escape after you find Shalda and the others.
Tell me about Glothan, the recruiter?
Glothan's a
Glothan.
brutish, nasty orc. Praised Trinamac with one hand and slew a poor tailor who defied him with the other. He took notes, made made a list of the captives, his new recruits, he called them. That should help you locate Shalda and the others.
Okay. Well, first things first, we're going to deal with the main quest, and then we will save the prisoners. Oh great, it's a hag raven. Am I going the right way or am I going the wrong way? I went the wrong way. By the way, I am never going to pass off as an orc. For one very spectacular reason. That should be the entrance. Paragon's Remembrance. This mountain fortress was originally known as Orc Father's Forge when it was built in the 10th century of the First Era. It was abandoned after Orsinium fell in 1E 980, but it has recently been reopened and renamed. So, it was abandoned not long after it was first opened.
You're late. The others have already gone inside. Get a move on.
I'm getting a move on.
This illusion is so weird. It looks like I'm wearing robes, but I feel so unencumbered.
This is like the time I licked one of our great hists. I feel so exposed.
It's merely an illusion bound to the amulet. Nothing to be concerned about. I've seen these used at festivals and grand balls back home.
I wonder if they come in different colors.
Here's a problem. Emily got taller. She's a wood elf. She's supposed to be shorter than that.
Looks like you found an amulet too. But tell me, was I right? Did the Achartes get all frolicsome on those cultists? Wait a moment. Your amulet's cracked. You weren't supposed to break it, you know.
It was broken when I found it. The Enchantress weren't particularly careful with the cultist.
Well, the illusion seems to be holding up, at least for now. Hopefully it won't fail at a particularly critical moment.
Why would you say something like that?
I think we should split up and cover more ground. That's the best way to find what we're looking for quickly.
Are you sure splitting up is the party is a good idea?
This place is enormous. Besides, you never put all your acorns in one basket. We need to find out what the Voshrak are up to, and fast. Flies and I will look around out here, while you and Tal see what the high-ranking cultists are meeting about.
Let's rendezvous back here. Let's rendezvous back here after we find something.
Good idea. And let's not take too long. Lives are depending on us. And speaking of lives, make sure Tal stays safe, will you? He isn't as experienced as we are. I'm afraid his wide-eyed enthusiasm is going to get him injured.
I will. You be careful too. Wait, isn't that like the leaf calling the tree green? No. I will. You be careful too.
Flies and I will meet up with you later.
I guess we're really doing this, aren't we?
Yep, we are. Discover the purpose of the meaning.
our weapons and alert us to all dangers. Grant us the courage to complete the trial you place before us.
That doesn't sound good. I thought we were just spying on the meeting.
You, the chosen of the Vashrak, have shown bravery against the Malakav heretics, even going so far as to invade the temple we love and but one challenge remains. A challenge to test you, to select the most worthy for our most important mission. Now choose a scroll and select a blessing to help you in your ordeal. Elder Azul will answer any questions you have. Now, in Trinamac's name, may you find great honor or an honorable death.
You stand among the holy words of Trinamac. Read the scrolls carefully and choose a blessing to help you in the coming trial.
What can you tell me about this trial?
The mission before us requires the best the Vashrak has to offer. This trial will determine those select few through a test of wits, speed, and strength. Trinamac himself will whittle the iron from the ore.
This mission, I'm not sure I know all the details.
All the details are the purview of those who complete the mission. But Trinamac thanks you for volunteering, no matter how things turn out. If you succeed and do as the Council demands, all will be revealed. Fail, death is your only reward.
As the Council demands.
The last part of the trial requires that you obey the Council without question, but you won't have to deal with that until the very end. Remember, if you succeed, you will be named a chosen of Trinamac and allowed to partake in the sacred mission.
How are the rituals different from the ones that celebrate Orsinium?
That's a strange question for someone who holds your rank. Haven't you learned this much already?
I just like hitting things in Trinamac's name, of course, or I just want to make sure I understand. Okay, so should I choose, I just like hitting things in Trinamac's name, of course, or I just want to make sure I understand our tenets before I proceed. Hitting things? Okay. I just like hitting things in Trinamac's name, of course.
In truth, our beliefs and those of Orsinium's temple are similar, though they are not as pure in their devotion to Trinamac. For those in the city who follow our teachings, they just wear a different mask.
A different mask?
Patience, Overseer. All will be revealed in good time. First, complete the trials and prove your worth in this endeavor. Then, all will be revealed. If you fail, it will matter. The dead have little use for knowledge.
That is fair. Alright, so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to take the scroll that gives me a speed boost. Hold on, I don't know which one is it. That's the scroll of strength. That's the scroll of speed. And this is the scroll of endurance, I think, or wits.
I don't think this is just some routine meeting. What in Akatosh's name are they talking about? A trial? Trinamac's blessing? Sounds kind of dangerous to me.
I think we need to complete the trial to find out what they're planning.
My father always says, the rabble face death every day, while the brave always find a way to defeat it. I've never been exactly sure what he meant, but I think I know now.
You don't have to do this.
Yes. Yes, I do. This is what I came here for. This is my time to shine. Besides, you're here with me. We'll watch each other's back and come out victorious in the end.
Have you studied the scrolls? Do you know the words of Trinamac, and are you ready to enter the gauntlet? The only aid you will receive is the blessing that you choose, so make Make your selection wisely.
I studied the words of Trinimac, and I'm totally an orc, not a lizard.
So, which blessing have you decided upon? Will you accept the blessing of Avalion and become one with the wind? Or will Vaya's resolve protect you from the coming trial? Or perhaps Usanok's rage will grant you the strength to succeed?
Okay, I'm banking on either speed or protection. Speed will help because it's a timed event. Protection might help me from getting killed. I'll let you guys decide in the chat. Am I going to do protection or speed? I'm not doing strength. Strength doesn't really do anything. Okay.
Then let Trinimac's swiftness guide you through the gauntlet.
Alright, well, here we go. Speed through the gauntlet.
Listen well, for I do not like to repeat myself. To unlock the door, you need to activate the 4 switches. The Vosh rock inside will try to stop you. You will be timed.
That sounds easy enough.
If you take too long, the switches reset. You need to begin again. Others may pass you and take the position you fight for. And don't worry about killing anyone. They're certainly going to try to kill you.
Can I kill other Vosh rock?
Trinimac favors the victorious in battle. If followers fall, they are not worthy. But Vosh rock understand that. So
I'm ready.
time starts now.
Oh, if I fail this, I'm going to have to set up my skill bar a little bit better. Because I definitely probably should have put streak on my... Oh, I have streak. Okay. Well, that makes things a whole lot easier. Hey. I didn't want to have to do that. You forced me to kill you. Okay, I really hate this place. Oh, I forgot that those were the ultimate comets. Okay, how many are left? Shoot. I just missed. No, 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 that's bad. Okay, got my health back, got my health back. Yeah, I definitely cannot afford to die. That will completely ruin everything. Oh, there's one. Did I get it? No. Stop hitting me! Oh, I got it. Thank goodness.
It was tough, but we made it. I knew we could do it. You did great back there, I have to say.
Ah. You're not supposed to follow me out of the training room, you idiot. Now you're dead.
You did great back there. I have to say, I'm impressed. Just give me a moment to catch my breath. It might be an illusion, but I'm sweating like an orc under here.
At least we both survived.
We did, didn't we? I'm pretty sure that was because Boshra was busy trying to deal with you. I'm beginning to understand why Everlee admires you so much.
I suppose we'll have to go in there next.
The council, right. I wonder what they're going to ask us to do as our final test. Whatever it is, we can't hesitate. Lives are depending on us. We need to find out as much as we can about this sacred mission they keep going on and on about.
All right.
Now I see how you completed the gauntlet so quickly. Your disguise is not needed here. I know who you are. You show great courage to stand before us. But what are you truly willing to sacrifice? Are your intentions as pure as ours? We donned the false god's armor, attacked and killed true believers within a sacred temple, all for the sake of the sacred vow. Will you make that same sacrifice? Your final test starts now. Are you here to harm us or to join us? To make the Orcimer stronger than they ever imagined? Show us where your loyalty lies. Spill the blood of your ally in Trinamac's name and display your true devotion.
Hey, my amulet stopped working. And did they just say something about spilling my blood? Oh my, you're not considering following through with this, are you? That's insane.
All right, guys, we have a choice. We can attack the High Elf and gain valuable information, or we can side with our ally and fight the crazy cultist. Yep, that's exactly what I thought you were going to say. I'm going to wait for the other person in the chat to speak, but I'm fairly certain she's going to agree. Farewell, Voshra. See, now, I actually don't remember what decision I made here on my first playthrough. It was so long ago, I honestly don't remember what I decided to do.
I'll ward the door while you search the room. Find out what they're planning. Then go and let the others know.
Alright, I'm on it. I'd like to think I didn't sacrifice him, but honestly, I cannot remember. Our agents are in place, having successfully integrated themselves into the life of Innersinium, so that no one can tell a member of the Voshroth from anyone else in the city. In this way, our ritual masks have served us well. When the clan chiefs gather to attend the moot, they will have no inkling of the trap they are walking into. We shall fulfill our purpose as Trinamac's holy blade of courage, eliminating the I don't know how to say that. Anyways, the chiefs, and finally establishing a truly united Orsinium nation. The first group of devotees that completes the gauntlet and passes the final test must be sent to Orsinium immediately. Their mission is simple but vitally important. There are traitors in the city that must be taken into custody at all costs before the moot gets underway. Send a second group after them to serve as support just in case. In Trinamac's holy name, your beloved leader. Are you good? Are you okay?
I'll stay here and ward the doors so the cultists don't follow me. Go find the others and tell them about the danger facing the moot. Anyone could be a Voshrak, which is going to make it hard to spot them before they strike. Go. I'll be fine.
Actually, I think there might be a way for me to check to see if I killed him or not. Oh yeah, I know. I was writing his name down so I could check later, Joe. Because I'll never be able to spell a high elf name just off the top of my head. Except for Verandis, and even I mess up spelling Verandis' name. Evily's not a high elf. She's a wood elf. And so she doesn't have as many syllables in her name as a high elf does. Oh, okay, and that's going to take me outside the ruins, so we're actually going to hold off on that for a second. And I'm going to go ahead and complete the other quest in here before we leave. We have 3 minutes. I can maybe get it done in 3 minutes. Oh, it's telling me to go the same way regardless. Okay. This will take me back into Paragon's Remembrance. Okay. We might just go a little bit over just to go ahead and get this quest out of the way today too, so. Evely.
There you are. I was beginning to get worried about you. We've found out some... Where's Talvia?
Talvir's fine. He's keeping the Voshroth busy so we can go warn the city.
All by himself? Are you sure he can handle that? What am I saying? Of course you're sure. We managed to find out that the attack on the temple was a ruse perpetrated by the Vosh Rock. That was right before our amulet stopped working.
We lost our amulets too.
Yeah, I was suddenly as naked as an ash tree that had lost its last link for the season. Good thing we stashed our gear nearby. Anyway, the temple attack was all to place the blame on Basrog. The chief is innocent. I didn't help a murderer.
I learned that the Voshroth are hiding in the city. They're going to attack the chiefs at the moot.
Something, but not enough to provide the edge we were hoping for. We'll just have to be careful. Anyone could be working with the Voshrock. I don't know about you, but all this intrigue is starting to make my head hurt.
Return to Orsinium and warn Chief Barzog. I'll meet you there shortly.
Flies and I will go warn Chief Basrog. This whole thing, it's stranger even than any Investigator Vale story I've ever read. Here, take this. I found it and thought you should have it. For protecting Tal. I appreciate that.
I just got a skill point. That's all I got. See, I don't remember what I did, and I don't actually think there's a way to check now that I'm thinking about it, because it doesn't really tell you what quest you've completed. Be happy with the skill point. Yeah, that's fair. If I remember correctly, I think I got a memento the first time I did it, and then you don't get the memento a second time, so it just says just the skill point. The problem is that skill points are completely useless for me now because I've got all my stuff flushed out. Like, I don't have anything really to spend skill points on anymore. And that may change in future updates. There may be new things that come out that I can spend skill points on, but right now I really don't have anything to spend skill points on. So I'm just gathering them for no particular reason.
Join us or die. It's that simple.
Hey, over here! Help! Don't let them kill me!
Wait, didn't I hear somebody shouting just a second ago? Is that him? Yeah, there he is.
They hit me and told me to praise Trinimac. Now I'm confused and my head hurts.
I'm confused and my head hurts. Or Alicia, are you well enough to walk?
Oh, I'm well enough. If you open this cage, I won't just walk, I'll run. The Voshrock are bad, bad people. I just want to get out of here before they drag me off like the others.
Goodbye. How do I open the cage? Wait, how do I let him out? That's weird. Where's the way to let him out? Did the quest glitch again? I may have to end off for the week because it looks like it may have glitched out and I may need to rezone. And I think rezoning will cause it to, I think rezoning will cause me to lose my stream. Let me try leaving the room and coming back. Maybe that'll help. But I'd rather get this done today instead of having to pick it up during a different stream. Especially since we are so close, like, we're going to be in the end game next week if when we start up. I'd rather not have to start next week's stream off by finishing this quest. Okay, now let me try re-entering that room and see if that doesn't fix it. There's a pupper up there. What are you doing up there, pupper? Do you want to come down, pupper? No? Okay. There it is. Now I can do it.
They kept threatening me. Said they were going to throw me in the ice prison. What should I do now? I'm a cook, not a warrior. Thanks, but what should I do now? I'm not really good at making difficult decisions.
Can you make your way back to the back of the ruins?
I think I can do that, as long as I'm careful. Others were dragged in here with me. Humble travelers who never harmed anyone. And now they're threatened with pain and death if they don't swear allegiance to the Voshrock.
I'll find the others. We'll meet up at the back of the ruins.
Right. Thanks again. You know, I came to Rothgar because it was supposed to be a safe and amazing place for orcs to live. Well, so far it doesn't seem to be either safe or amazing.
Goodbye.
Help me, please! This fire, can you put it out? There's some water over by the wall. Ow! Damn, those are hot! Now I know what roast Horker feels like. They kept stoking the fire, making it hotter and hotter. I was almost ready to agree to whatever they wanted. Almost.
Razia sent me to rescue you.
Shaw's alive.
Rajas.
Praise the Eight and anyone else who wants to listen. I'm just glad she didn't follow us in here herself. Those Voshrock maniacs want new members. Someone who calls herself the Proselytizer leads this bunch. You need to stop her.
Tell me more about this proselytizer.
Osnora, the Proselytizer? She's a horror. She came by not too long ago and told them to make the fire hotter. Said it would help me see the light. If I get the chance, I'll show her some light.
Go to the back of the ruins. We'll meet there after the proselytizer is dealt with.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Hey, pay attention to me, not her. I am the more pressing matter. Attention, Voss Rock! You appear to have an infestation of lizards! You may want to call the exterminator. That's just saying. Seems like you got a really bad case of lizards, my friend. Excuse me, did you just call me a lizard?
Don't touch anything. I beg of you, talk to us first.
Well, this doesn't look good. So far, I'm quite pleased with the application of cold as a method of turning people into the path of Trinamac's holy light. I am more than certain ever that Graza and his initiation of fire is a terrible approach to the recruitment. It has a poor survival rate. Besides, fire panics people, and a panicked person cannot be reasoned with. A true conversation requires us to get to the cadet's mind, show him or her a way out of their fear, and help them come to the proper acceptance of Trinamac's holy grace. I think my method is a much more solid approach. Ha! A pun. Solid. My ice is certainly that. Rooting an individual and trapping him or her using the new ice bindings I have crafted, perhaps both bindings I have crafted provides both pain and security without the unnecessary panic. The added benefit of giving a recruit the option to end the mild, in my opinion, torment is a brilliant idea, if I do say myself. I must remember to send a note to Hengrit to thank him for that design of the switches and ice platforms. My latest variation in the process seems to be the most effective yet. At the very least, it provides me with a certain level of amusement. I place two candidates on the ice platforms at the same time, and I provide them each of them with a switch. And here's the genius of it: each switch sets the other candidate free. So which one will decide to sacrifice their own life so that the other may live? And the survivor, his or her guilt will open the path for Trinamac's light. The survivor will accept Trinimac more fully because he or she cannot accept that they caused another to die. The mind and soul will belong to the Voshroth and Trinimac utterly and completely. This dual method is a bit slower, I confess, but I am enjoying watching each candidate's resolve as it starts to crumble, more as the experiment proceeds. This person is a sick, sick person. Let me check this note. A note from the... Uzzernot, I received a report that two of your recent initiates waited a few days and then attempted to escape after they lulled some of the trainers and monitors with their seeming docile behavior. This does not please me. The conversions must be true. Their minds must be truly opened and devoted to Trinimac. Your latest thought, pitting two candidates against each other, sounds more promising. I await your results, but I better like what I hear. Alright, so let's talk to these two. Let's start with her. She's the one who talked to us first.
Don't touch the switches. They're trapped.
What do you mean trapped?
Trapped. You know, touch the wrong switch and somebody dies. Trapped. The Voshroth took us captive. Said we were going to join their cult one way or another. If I stay in this icy prison long enough, I might just agree to anything.
So, how do I set you free?
That's the problem. If you push the switch in front of me, Gahar will be released, but I'll freeze to death. If you push the switch in front of him, I go free and he dies. They've been trying to make us decide, but we won't give them the satisfaction.
Can't I rescue both of you?
Not this time. The Voshroth set this up so that only one of us would get to join their crazy cult. If I were noble, I'd say save Gahar and let me die. But I'm not noble. I have a family. They need me. And I'm a healer. I can help you if you let me.
So I should save you instead of Gahar?
Gahar seems to be a good sort. But do we really need another violent battle mage? I heal the sick and help the wounded. And more than that, I want to live. I know it must sound terrible, but I really want to live.
Okay, let's talk to Gahar.
Don't touch the switches or you'll kill us!
What are they doing to you?
The
They want Unsulak and me to swear to serve Trinimac, or their version of Trinimac at least. So far, we've refused, but these ice prisons wear you down.
What's the point of all this?
They said they only need one of us. The switch in front of me releases Unsulak, but freezes me. And the one in front of her does the reverse. They keep coming in and asking us which switch to press. So far, we've refused to play their game. So far.
There's no way I could save both of you.
If I knew how to do that, I'd tell you. I hate to say this, but I don't want to die. If you free me, I can help. I'm a strong elemental mage and I can fight. But this blasted prison keeps me from casting even the simplest spell of warming.
So I should save you instead of Unsulak?
Unsulak. But she's already lived a full life. I can aid the rulers of Arsinium. Assist my people. I have many productive years remaining if I get out of this. Release me and I'll devote myself to helping others. You have my word.
Alright, so we have a choice. We can free the healer who has a family to go back to, or we can free the battle mage. And I'm already a battle mage, so I'm more leaning towards freeing the healer. But you know, this is the stream where everybody gets to help. So I will listen to your guys' counsel. Do we free the healer or free? Yep. Orsinium was really bad about putting these kind of situations. I got one for free the healer. We'll give until 44. If there's no more responses, the healer will go loose. If we get a tie, I will roll it off. So. And believe me, I have searched this ruin top to bottom. There is no way to release both of them. I have searched every nook and cranny in this room. Yep, we're freeing the healer. Okay. So if I remember correctly, if I push the switch, this will free her and kill him.
What a terrible choice you had to make. But Trinimac preserve me. Thank you for choosing me.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, Gahar.
I hate the cold.
Poor Gahar. How horrible. But you made the right choice. You'll see.
He just shattered into a pile of snow.
I feel terrible about what happened to Gahar. But I'm as good as my word. I'll fight alongside you until we get out of this madhouse.
Alright, let's deal with these cultists and get out of here.
Of course. My healing magic is yours to command. I won't let you down.
Don't let me fall. Death to the Trinimac cultist. You face the mighty battle lizard.
Makes my knees hurt. Out of my way, youngster. I can find my own way out.
Well, she's a mean old bat.
If you really want to throw water on their fire, we should eliminate the one who leads this den of deluded cultists. We should kill Ajnara, the proselytizer.
I agree with you. Let's just try not to get in the angry lady's way. Yeah, out of my way, youngster. I'll smack you with my stick. You can die for the proselytizer. I'm completely fine with that. Oh? You dare use sorcery against me, boy? I went the wrong way. How do I keep doing that? Hello, proselytizer.
Works wonders, proselytizer.
You will burn. Alright, let's get out of here.
Go ahead. We'll be right behind you.
Yes, we just have to be careful about it.
No worries. We'll stay back and let you deal with any of those Voshrock maniacs we run into. We'll move forward as soon as we see that the coast is clear.
Alright, follow me after I see what's waiting for us at the top of the stairs. Greetings and salutations, and thank you for choosing Doom. You fools, I trained under Admiral Tharn. You really think you can take me on in a fight? Come on, guys. We're almost home free.
Stay together. We're almost there. There's the way out. Let's go.
Come on, guys. Go, 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 go.
We're down here! You did it! I don't know how you did it, but I'm eternally grateful for what you've done.
You must be relieved to see Shal back.
I know you did your best, and I'm ever so grateful. We're going to stick together and find the nearest stronghold. We'll hire some bodyguards and make our way to Orsinium. We won't forget what you did for us. None of us will.
I'm really looking forward to setting up our life in Orsinium. Once we're settled, I plan to learn all about my orc heritage. Just don't expect me to become some clan chief's hearthwife. I'm very happy with Raza, and I don't care who knows it.
Thanks for helping me get the others out of here, out of there.
No, my friend. Thank you. I'm just glad Raza didn't barge in there herself. She's headstrong, but she's no match for those mad cultists. Neither am I, for that matter. We're just simple pottery makers looking for a new life in Orsinium.
I've had enough of ruins and mad cultists. Just hope Orsinium lives up to its reputation. I am glad you killed that terrible Ajnara. She was the one pulling the strings here.
Well, she's dead now. All right, so next week we're gonna go, what the heck? Oh, okay. So next week we're going to return to Orsinium and begin the next phase of the main quest. So I want to thank you very much for watching, if you did, and if you're watching in the future, of course, also thank you. My name is Stephen, aka Storm, and I hope to catch you next week as we conclude the main quest of Elder Scrolls Online Orsinium DLC. Thank you very much, and have a great day, everyone. Bye.